Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here on a Wednesday. I got my guy James Clark with me today. How you doing, James?
Pretty good, Jay. How you today, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Ready to cook up this NBA. I'll be honest, not my favorite card today. I think today's NBA card is pretty tough. I was in love with yesterday's card. Today, pretty tough, man. I'm glad I got you with me today to help me cook it up, though.
I appreciate you having me on the show, Jay. I'm a little different, man. I like today's card, to be honest. Like I liked today's MLB card. If you missed it earlier, guys, 3-0. Start the day off in the MLB. So looking to go 3-0 tonight in the NBA.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Without further ado, we can go ahead and hop right in. We got the Nets on the road in Detroit laying 11 and a half. For me in this one, James, it's a tough one. I don't want to lay 11 and a half with the Nets on the road. In that same breath, I'm not betting the Pistons. It's a small lean to the Pistons, but nothing substantial. It's a stay away game for me. How you feel?
I'm not. I'm not laying 11 points with the Nets here, man. I think the Pistons cover this number. I think it's close up and down. You know, the Nets are going to make the playoffs. They can lose the rest of these games. They're going to make the playoffs. So I just think uh, go through the motion as you look at these Detroit players. They're trying to find a spot on the roster somewhere because man, they got so many big men over in Detroit. Wiseman, Bagley, uh, I mean, just so many big guys, young guys. Just trying to get a roster spot either there in Boston or there in Detroit or somewhere. And I just think they kind of played tonight. And, I see the Nets win this game. I'll see them by no 12 points. I ain't going to bet it, but if I put my money on it, it'd be on Detroit for sure.
Same with me, man. I'm not betting it. I don't want to bet the Pistons at this current time of the season, but I know I'm not laying 11 and a half with the Nets in this spot. Like you just said, nothing much to play for. Pretty much are where they're going to be. I think they're prioritizing health. I think the side is the Pistons getting the points, man. Like you said, some of these younger guys, rotational players, guys that don't get a lot of minutes, getting some minutes in the NBA right now, trying to prove themselves. Side for me, Pistons, but I don't love it. One of those days, I told you at the top, I don't love today, man. I'm
Yeah.
still here to break it down all the games, though. I'm still going to try to break it down, still trying to give out winners, man, but I'm also going to shoot it straight with y'all. If I don't love it, I'll tell you I don't love it, man.
That's the way we do it on this show. We shoot straight. If we're not going to put our money on it, we don't want y'all to put y'all's money on it. So, that's why we tell you, if I had to do it, I would, but I wouldn't bet this game.
Shorty, I'm right there with you. Next one, we got the Knicks in Indiana. Knicks laying 4.5. A lot of injuries in this one. No Brunson tonight for the Knicks. They're also been pretty banged up. I don't think RJ Barrett plays tonight. We know what's up with Julius Randle. The Pacers, they are still without Halliburton. No Miles Turner probably for this one either. I lean Knicks in this one. I still think they can get this one done. The Knicks have played their best basketball outside of Madison Square Garden this season. I lean Knicks. How you feel about this one?
I go Knicks on this game too. You got to watch out for the Pacers. The Pacers are a sneaky team.
They are.
Every 4 or 5 games, here they come motivated to play a game and hang there with a team that's down double digits. But this Knicks team, they got a lot of depth on their roster. They got their star players out, but some of their key players, can have 40 points. I've seen them get hot. So I like the Knicks here. A little spread, 4 points. I think the Knicks win by 6 or more.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think this should be like a huge game for somebody like Quickly. I can see him having a nice game in this one. Should be getting the start. No Brunson in this one, and I think he gets a decent amount of shots up, especially if Barrett doesn't play as well.
I didn't say no names.
Road, man. I lean that way. I don't want the Pacers right now. Pacers could be scrappy today, though. They could, but I lean Knicks.
Both of the guys for the Knicks, the it's got the Q name. I swear I butcher everybody's name, so that's why I don't come out and say a lot of the names because from the country I butcher people's names. I don't like to do that. So
Yeah,
I'm telling you, both of those guys, I see them heating up tonight, and one of them going to go off.
I can see it too. Lean Knicks for sure in that one. Head out to our next one. Atlanta laying 11.5. They're at home though on a depleted Wizards team. How you feel about this one?
I don't know, man. I think I like the Wizards here. I know the Hawks team is a better team at home. They play a lot better than they have been on the road. But you look at this Warriors team. They haven't had Bill. They haven't had Kuzma. And they haven't had Porzingis. And they've been hanging in there every game pretty much they've been playing. They hung with Boston there until the fourth quarter there. Or my bad, not Boston, but Milwaukee. They hung with Milwaukee there to the fourth quarter the other night. I mean, they've been hanging with some of these big teams, and I think they're hanging there tonight with a Hawks team. Hawks team, yes, they'll get the win, but another one here, 11, 12 points. I don't see it. I see it's a closer game than that.
Yeah, when I look at this one, all three games have been fairly competitive. Hawks lead the series 2-1, but it's not like they won the two games dominantly. They were both really recent too. They both were in March, 122, 120 in Washington the first time, 114, 107 on the 10th of March. The second one for the Hawks, I lean Hawks this morning. I took them this morning on the jam session. I have not bet this one either. I still see Trae Young questionable for this game. I don't want to lay 11.5 with the Hawks without Trae Young, but I will say I do think it's the side for me. I'm not touching the Wizards, man. I'm not touching those guys without Kuzma, Bill, and those guys. Yes, they did get the cover yesterday. I'm surprised they got that cover yesterday against Milwaukee, but on a back end of a back-to-back on the road is not a spot, especially with the other top guys. I'm not even looking in the direction of the Wizards in this one. It would be Hawks or nothing for me here. I like what I saw from the Hawks yesterday. They beat up on that Bulls team yesterday. They did without Trae Young. That was a good sign to see. They ended their little streak. So James, the Hawks been on a win one, lose one streak for about a month now.
Yeah,
that's just what they do. They finally did that yesterday and got them back-to-back wins. I think they go for 3 in a row here. The question is, do they do about this huge number? I think so. I could see it happening, but I don't want to bet that they do so.
I don't think they do. I swear, just because, like I said, I'm looking here, that these games, the Washington's played the last 3 games with none of their starters, dude, and they've hung with some of the big teams like Milwaukee. I mean, Milwaukee's been killing everybody.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, there's a big point spread there, but this is a big point spread. I don't think Hawks cover this number.
For sure.
Just a scrappy the way they've been scrapping this Wizards team. They act like their season ain't over, and it is.
Nah, for sure. It for sure is over for that Wizards team. They were looking like they could have made a little push there before all their guys got hurt. Interesting to see what that team looks like next year if health is on their side next year as well.
Yeah, because they got some good pieces, man. You think of Kuzma, he stepped up as an all-star role.
Yeah, Kuzma definitely over the last year or two as I've liked definitely what I've seen his growth. I like what I've seen from him.
Yeah, Porzingis, they're setting them out a lot right now. Not all on injuries. All it's the end of the season. They ain't making the play. Stuff like that. Bill's been in and out of the lineup all year long. Think about if you get them 3 players together.
Yep.
I mean, in the East,
they should have been a playoff team this year.
They should have been a playoff team. Yes, they should.
No, I agree. Head out to our next one. We got the Raptors getting 3 points against the Celtics on the road. This line has came down a little bit from this morning. I took the Celtics this morning on the gym session, mainly being the Raptors on the road are terrible. Yes, they did just get back-to-back 20-plus point wins on the road. They played the Hornets, though, one of the worst cover teams in the entire league without most of their top guys, too. So I'm not putting too much emphasis on that. The Celtics, though, they're on the back end of a back-to-back as well. I'm seeing Tatum questionable. I'm seeing Marcus Smart questionable. I'm seeing Peyton Pritchard questionable, and I'm seeing Al Horford out. It looks like Jaylen Brown will play tonight. He did not play last night. I still lean Celtics in this one. I do. Um, I do. They're at home. Doesn't mean a whole lot for them in this game other than just beating the Raptors. And, I think they do it. I don't bet the Raptors on the road. That's what I don't do. And I'm not going to break it now. I'm still going to take the Celtics. How you feel about this one?
Yeah, I'm going Celtics on this game. I think the Celtics come out. Brown's going to have fresh legs where he didn't play last night. Tatum may set. But I look Smart. I look for Smart to play. I look, like I said, Brown set last night. I have to look for Tatum set tonight and still, have you pretty key. Brown does his thing. And then, I look for him to cover his number pretty easy.
I do too. I think they beat up on these boys. Celtics should beat the Raps, man. The Raps on the road. Let me go look at it right quick, just so I don't just keep saying it.
While he's looking this up, guys, I know last time I was on the show, I told y'all about the OG Monopoly bet, 3-pointers, 2.5 threes. And I've been sharing it for go hit that, guys. I bet it 12 times in a row, and I'm 11-1. One time, he didn't get 3 threes, and that was last night. And I'm telling you guys, it's just, if you would have doubled your money, like if you would have took your winnings, say you started out with just, how they're doing this $10 challenge or whatever to get to 10,000.
I get about five DMs a day asking me to start one.
But you know how a lot of people been doing there it is. I'm telling you, I'm back on him again tonight. OG Monopoly. The guy shoots 7 or 8 threes a game. I mean, he don't really go inside. He sits outside, and I mean, he fell in love with the 3-pointer. Last night he was 1 for 6.
Over 2.5 threes. OG Anunoby.
Over 2.5 3. It's plus 110 or 112, something like that. But I'm telling you guys, it's hit 11 times. It's 11-1 in the last 12.
Yes, sir. I like it. I'm gonna be on there tonight. When I go back though and look at the Raptors' last few road games, lost by 7 to the Sixers, lost by 6 to Milwaukee, lost by 10 to the Lakers, lost by 8 to the Clips, lost by 5 to the Nuggets. They beat the Wizards, but I'm not in love with the Raps on the road, man. They just don't hoop out there. Got hammered by Cleveland. At home, they've been pretty money. The Raps have been money at home. On the road, though, they have not. And I'm not putting too much emphasis on those 2 wins recently over the Hornets. I'm not.
No. They should beat the Hornets, and they did. Yeah. The Hornets led most of that game.
They did.
Up until, I think, halftime, the third quarter, something like that. And then they took it over, but the Hornets brought it back within a few days, under the number there, and then at the fourth quarter, the Raptors took off with it. But here going up against this Boston team, they had a tough game last night against Milwaukee. Came out with the heartbreaker. I thought the Boston had the Sixers, and I thought the Sixers come there and whoop up on them, and they didn't. So
that was my play of the day. It was heartbreak.
It was.
That was disgusting. I'm gonna just say that, man. Oh, that was. I don't know how the Sixers didn't cover that line yesterday. That Derek White 3 was disgusting.
Rebound the basketball is all you gotta do. You rebound the basketball. That's it.
That one hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I pushed on that one. That one hurt. We can head out to our next one. We got the Milwaukee Bucks laying 7.5 on the Bulls. Only person out for Chicago is Alex Caruso. I do now see my guy Giannis Antetokounmpo as questionable for tonight, but it looks like he's going to play. I'm saying probable, so he might play tonight. They are on a back-to-back after they beat up on the Wizards yesterday. I like the Bulls in this one tonight. I don't love the Bulls because I don't necessarily love fading Milwaukee. But in that same breath, I don't think Milwaukee has a whole lot to play for here tonight, and the Bulls kind of do. So getting 7.5 with the Bulls, I lean that direction, but I'm not in a rush to fade Milwaukee. How you feel?
I'm here with Milwaukee with the Bucks. I think they just keep rolling. Keep showing people that they're the best in the East. They don't have nothing to play for, but when you keep beating a team and you beat a team and you beat a team, when you see them in the playoffs, they're like, man, we can't beat these guys. So they're
Yeah.
beat before. I mean, for the series even start. I look for the Bucks to come in here. I know they got a couple questionable. I seen uh, uh, Javon Carter questionable, but he's a big defensive player. One of my boys from West Virginia. It's had a big role. I seen Mildred. He was questionable, and like you said, Giannis is questionable. But I think all these guys still play, and questionable. Pretty much the end of the season here. Just they put that questionable tag on them if they really want to take a day. You know what I'm saying? Or the end of the year, they gotta have something up if they're gonna get in trouble. So if they're questionable for a couple of games and then they take a day, it don't bring up questions. But I like Boston. I like the Bucks tonight. The
Do you have
minus the
any
7.
concerns that the Bulls have already beaten this team twice this year, and the Bulls lead the season series currently 2-1? Does that concern you at all?
That's the reason I like the Bucks tonight. That's because why else would they have anything to play for? You know what I mean? I should have mentioned that earlier, but they've beat them twice. They may see them here in the playoffs here very soon, and you want to at least get one win against these guys, and if beat them by double digits, or just get over this number 8. I like the Bucks -8.
For sure. Head out to our next one. We got the Pelicans at home laying 6.5 on the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, this morning I took the Grizzlies on the money line on my gym session. I don't understand this line. Now, sitting here right now, it makes a little more sense. Now seeing all these people questionable for the Grizzlies. I'm seeing John Morant questionable. I'm seeing Tillman questionable. I'm seeing Luke Kennard questionable. I'm seeing Zaire Williams out. It's a pretty substantial amount of guys there for the Grizzlies that could not play today. In that same breath, man, and I know the Grizzlies are terrible out on the road. In that same breath, though, I'm not laying 6.5 with the Pelicans on the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies are still the better team. And I think they compete tonight with this Pelicans team. If not, still beat this team outright. I think the run that this Pelicans team went on was complete fool's gold. I think everybody's trying to talk themselves into this Pelicans team. I think they showed their cards last night, man, as they got hammered by the Kings. When everybody was on the Pelicans yesterday, we talked before the show. That line made absolutely no sense yesterday. You said you were all over the Kings. I was all over the Kings. I'm going back-to-back fading the Pelicans, man. I think this run has been fool's gold. I think the Grizzlies mess around, still win this game on the road with some of their role players. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if they covered this line. So I'm grabbing the points with Memphis in this one. How you feeling?
I'm the same way there with this one. I think Memphis. You think they played without Morant, and they were still winning games. Now, this is a big number, even without Morant. Like I said, uh, you know, the Pelicans have to win. They have to keep winning, and I know it's what they want to do to try to, keep moving up in a playoff standing. But I'm telling you, this Memphis team is very deep. And I don't see Pelicans beating them by no 6. Can the Pelicans win this game? Yes. Will they beat Memphis by 6? No. I mean, it's just a point where I don't think they will.
I don't think so either, man. Memphis still got some hoopers. Tyus Jones, Desmond Bain, Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson. Like you said, they hoop without Ja. And they've done
Yes.
so the last 2 years. Go look at the stats of Grizzlies without John Morant. You'll be astonished on
Yeah.
what the record is, man. Pelicans should not be laying 6.5 in this spot. I don't care, man. No, sir. I know the Grizzlies are terrible on the road. I've been fading the Grizzlies a lot on the road, man, but I just got a feeling that today's one of them spots where they show up and possibly win this one outright. If there's a dog on the board that's going to win outright, this was mine right here. Grizzlies, money line. Head out to our next one, man. I know everybody wondering how I'm feeling on this one. Y'all know how I'm feeling. I told y'all this morning, I'm going out with my team. I'm going out with my Mavs. Must-win game tonight. We get this one done. We're still going to make the play-in, James. I haven't lost hope. We're still going to make the play-in. We're going to get out of the play-in. We're going to go to the playoffs. We're going to win a playoff series. Then we're going to get to the second round, and we're going to make things really interesting, man. Everybody been hating on my Mavs, and deservingly so, man. They have been playing like absolute garbage, but it's not over yet, man. And I think a lot of people think this Kings play tonight is an absolute lock. I don't think so, man. I will say, when you look at the numbers for me in this one, the side definitely is the Kings. I get it, man. The Kings are the best road cover team in the entire NBA. The Mavs are the second worst cover team in the entire NBA. But the Kings are on the back end of a back-to-back, man. And with travel, I'm laying that shit with my Mavs, man. I am, man. I think we win this one by 10 plus. I think we finally wake up today at home knowing everything's on the line. I don't think we fold, man. I think we actually beat up on the Kings today. I know it sounds crazy, man. I know y'all gonna cook me for it, but it's all good. I got tough skin. Hopefully my Mavs prove me right tonight. How you feeling on this one?
I gotta go Kings. Everybody in the world's gonna be on it. I understand. You got to back your team. Man, you got to have faith in your team. If you got a team, you're there to the very end, man. To the last quarter, the last game. They can't make the playoffs. I understand. I gotta go Kings here, man. 6 points here. 6 points here to the Kings. Luka, man, I got you, man. Luka's the man, dude. His rookie, the Prism card is coming out. The rookie box that you can get. It's selling for like $7,000-$8,000 just if you get it. Luka's the man. Kyrie's good. I'm telling you, this Kings team's kind of played this year.
They have.
And can the Mavs win this game? Yeah, they can. I just don't think they cover. I just don't think they cover his number. I see the Mavs leading this whole game up to the fourth quarter, and we get a backdoor cover.
And James, I promise you, I don't knock you for that, man. That's probably exactly what happens, man. We've seen it all season with my Mavs. And I keep telling y'all, if y'all actually listen to the words that come out of my mouth, I said so even this morning on the gym session. The right side is the Kings. It is the right side. It is. But I'm going contrarian, man. I'm fading that shit, man. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut. I know my gut on my Mavs has been terrible this season, and I'm not telling y'all to bet the Mavs. I promise you, I'm not telling y'all to bet the Mavs. I'm telling y'all I'm betting the Mavs tonight, man. And you can do with that information what you want to do with it.
I'll be honest. The Kings play is the squarest play on the board. It is. I mean, It's square. It's I mean, really, it's probably the public's probably all over this bet. Oh, I got the Kings at +6. They was +3 last night, coming off a win. So I'm actually might sneaking one out, man. I mean, Vegas knows how to set these lines. They've done it for years. I guarantee you, the public's all over the Kings. But I'm on the Kings too. I just don't. They're too good, but I'm playing too good. I mean, put me in a square box. I'm in now because it is a square play.
Yep. And sometimes I be on some square plays a lot of times too, man. Sometimes you got to go a little sharp. I'm going sharp today. Taking my Mavs. Hopefully we get it done, man. This team is frustrating. I really want the win more than anything. So my Mavs, we get the win. All we need to win out, James. So my Mavs, we need to win out. We got to beat the Kings. We got to beat the Bulls. Got to beat the Spurs. Those are our last 3 games. And we need the Thunder to lose one more game. They lost to the Warriors last night. They got a game. Let's see. The Thunder I think they got 2 games left. The Thunder have got the Jazz tomorrow. It's gonna be an interesting one, man.
Yeah.
They got the Jazz in Utah. Ooh. And then I got the Grizzlies on Sunday. Do you think they lose either one of those?
Grizzlies. Unless the Grizzlies set everybody.
That's the thing. I just hope the Grizzlies don't sit everybody for that last game, man.
But I'm telling you, this Jazz team ain't gave up either, man. They took the Lakers to overtime last night. So, they're a scrappy team too. I'm telling you, these guys that's getting all this playing time now, guys, that don't get none, they're playing. You look at these big numbers and stuff. They're playing. They want a roster spot. They don't want a G League contract. They want an NBA contract. They want the bigger contract. So I mean, these guys get out here, gets a starting spot, gets to play a lot more. They're going to scrap, man. That's what the Jazz, the players done. They done it last night. I look for them to keep doing it.
I like having props in here. I was trying to put my Rangers hat on. Heat some of my Rangers today, but I don't got it. I guess it's in my bedroom. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one, man. I can't wait to see, man. The NBA season's coming down to an end. Playoffs are right around the corner. Can't wait, man. I cannot wait. Locking in, trying to close out the season. Last game on the board, man. This so that Mavs Kings game, I'm probably might be a playoff style atmosphere in that one tonight, man. Here in Dallas. This other one, the late game is as well. I know everybody, their mama, uncle, auntie, and granny gonna be tuned in to this game tonight, man. Lakers, Clips, basically battle for that 6 seed. Whoever loses, man, they going into that play-in, man. It's a tough one for me, James. I can't call it. I lean Clips though. I lean Clips. I did not bet this one. Come game time, just to have a little action, I might put a small bet on the Clips. The Clips got this little brother syndrome where they just like beating the Lakers. It just is what it is. And it's a tough one for me, man. It really is. I told you at the top of today's card. Y'all don't hear me talk like this very often, but I told you at the top, today's card was super, super tough for me. And I think this game pretty much sums it up. I think this game could go either way. It's an exact 50-50 game. They both are Los Angeles teams. They're both at home. Crypto for the battle of the 6 seed. Can't wait to watch it. I'm leaning Clips, though. How you feeling?
Give me the Lakers on the money line.
So,
I'm telling you, I look for the Lakers to come out and start. I mean, they've been playing good, and it's Clippers team's been struggling the last few games. To put them in the spot that they're in now. I mean, hey, yeah, Paul George went down. That hurt really bad when he went down. But and this Lakers team has come together. It looks like I know it's questionable, but I'd say Russell played tonight. LeBron's going to do his thing. AD's going to do his thing. I'm telling you, this team, the Lakers team, they get in the playoffs. You never know, but I like the Lakers tonight on the money line.
I ain't mad at you, man. Lakers have been in that mode recently. And if my Mavs don't make the playoffs, that's my team moving forward in the playoffs, the Lakers.
I got you.
But tonight, hey, revenge game Russ. Remember, I said it right here, man. Revenge game Russ. Revenge game Russell Westbrook tonight, man. I think he goes in here with some fire, man. We see another huge game from him. He had a huge one not too long ago. Who was that against? Was it against the Thunder? He went crazy.
I think so. I think it's the Thunder. He had 40. I think he had a triple double. I think so. But I know he had 40 points and 10 and 10. I think sort of was. But I think he the first ever player in NBA history to have 40, and a triple double with 3 different franchises. So that's something to say there. I mean, he's a good player. Like I said, he's a streaky shooter. He can't really shoot unless he's hot. He'll hit a 3 or come down a fast break. He's a streaky. But I'm telling you, man, his intensity of the game to get to the rim, to get fouls, to dunk, all around. He's a good player, and people drag him off, but he's still a good player, and he's having fun with the Clippers. Then he's had so much pressure on him with the Lakers, championship. But I'm telling you, if you come to play for the Lakers, what are you playing for? You ain't playing for regular season crown. They're champions. So the pressure over there he couldn't handle it. So they done what they had to do, and you got to look at the Lakers and give them all the praise, the front office and everybody. Look what they've done. They've turned this team completely around.
They did.
A team that was 8 or 10 or 12 games below 500. So
I think it was a win-win. I think it was a win-win because I think Russ has actually been a solid addition for the Clippers team. I really think he has been.
I agree.
I think it was addition by subtraction too with the Lakers. Vanderbilt has made a huge addition for that Lakers team. When D'Angelo Russell has been healthy, I've liked what I've seen from him over there.
Yeah.
And so yeah, this Lakers team has turned it around. Y'all better watch out because the Lakers can go on a run.
And Struder's been back playing the type of ball he played last year, or the year Russ wasn't there. He didn't have Russ in front of him there. He's been playing good ball. The rookie's been playing good ball. They all just have turned around. Like I said, they was 12 games under 500, and they're what, four or five games over, 3 games over 500 right now. So I like the Lakers tonight. I think they keep rolling.
For sure. I ain't mad at you, man. I ain't mad at you at all. Before we head to everybody's favorite part of the show, parlay time, I'm gonna ask you 2 quick questions. Who is your favorite right now coming out of the West, and who's your favorite right now coming out of the East?
My favorite coming out of the West, I'd say this. I just the team I don't really like, but I have to go the Warriors, man. They're the champions. I'm telling you, dude, you can watch the Warriors play, and they can be down 6 or 8 points, and within 3 or 4 minutes, they could be up 10, just because of the firepower and the shooting and the offense they got. When you get that in the playoffs, and when you're down 10 to a team like that, your lead's never safe. Compared to a team like Memphis that you're down 10 that don't shoot a lot of threes, or that don't that runs half court offense. Bain shoots a lot of threes, but he's their best 3-point. I just think the Warriors, myself, is the team to watch out for. Just all the scoring and all the offensive power they have. And the East, man, I get these are 2 top teams, and but I have to go with the Bucks, man. The Bucks have showed all year. That they're the team in the East. They're the team to beat. I know that. Don't get me wrong. The Sixers have played really good basketball here of late. Because this time, the last 2 years, this is where the Sixers have fell off. They're close to the end of the year, started losing a bunch of games, but they haven't this year. But the Bucks is always, from day one of the NBA season, has kicked butt, and here they are again. I think they're going to be hard to beat in a 7-game series.
I believe you, man. I think this is one of the most wide open years we've had in years past. I'm just gonna start asking everybody who they like. I just trying to see what everybody thinks. I don't think nobody wrong. I think you could say about 4 teams in each conference, and
I agree.
We'll
I mean, the Suns.
If I had to call it right now for me, West, I would say Phoenix. I just think with Kevin Durant, man, shit.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna come down to can he stay healthy, and what will that bench look like in the playoffs? I would probably say Suns in the West, and then East for me. At the beginning of the year, like at the start of the year, my finals was Mavs Sixers. Currently, I'm gonna say Suns Celtics. I think the Celtics get it done and come out, man. This could change by tomorrow though, so we'll see.
if I was betting, those were the 4 teams I'd bet on. I'm telling you, the Suns and a Warriors series is going to be. I'm telling you, it's going to be an awesome series. I hope they meet. They'll have to meet. That's one of them gets knocked out by somebody. But I'm telling you, if KD going against his old team, I'm telling you, NBA is going to try every way in the world to get that. If they can, to get that to happen. And then I said Boston and Milwaukee. Those 2 teams I really don't see nobody else in the East. I don't. Boston or Milwaukee. One of them 2 are going to the final.
I gotta see when it come down to it, because I think Cleveland matches up well with all them top 3 teams. I really, really do. That's my dark horse. If I had a dark horse, I would say Cleveland, and my dark horse in the West would still be my Mavs. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. Yeah. Those are my 2 dark horses, Mavs and Cleveland, for real.
I can see Cleveland, but their experience is the only thing that's going to hurt Cleveland. They don't have the experience. They have the talent, but they don't have the experience. I tell you, my dark horse, and if he's healthy, is the Clippers. If Paul George gets back healthy, that team is going to be hard to guard with George and Kawhi and Russ and the pieces that they put together. Uh, I just think the Clippers. I don't know, for sure how healthy Paul George is when he's going to come back. But if he's 80, 90% the Paul George, the Clippers can knock off. They can be there in the championship.
Yep.
It's going to be really fun. It's going to be a really fun year. You thought college basketball, tournaments was awesome, and it was. So many upsets. I could see the NBA playoffs the same way this year.
I can see, and I've said the same thing. I can see the NBA playoffs being the same way this year. I would not be surprised if a 1 fell in the first round, a 2 or a 3 fell. I think it's pretty deep 1 through 8 when we get there, man. And I would not be surprised at all, man.
I mean, look at this. A team we ain't mentioned that's number 1 in the West, the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Look at this.
They just lost by 21 to the Rockets yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. But here it is again, the end of the year, and what's the Nuggets doing? Losing games. They had everybody last night.
Yep.
And they had everybody.
They sure did. Malone went off on their ass last night. Their head coach, he went off on them. He said, "We're gonna get bounced first round if y'all keep going."
Man.
Hey, if my Mavs get that 8th seed, man, I'm going Mavs round 1. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. You heard it right here first. When my Mavs make that play in, we're gonna put them boys out first round, man. Let's get it, man. Parlay time. You got a leg you enjoy today?
I gotta go with the Lakers, man. I think the Lakers step up here. They've been struggling all year, all season long. To get right here we got LeBron James, and AD, and you need one win to have a few extra weeks of rest before the playoffs and stuff. Give me LeBron. Give me the best player in the NBA right now. I think the Lakers win.
For sure. I like it. We can go Lakers. I don't love the Clippers. I don't love the Lakers in either one. I'm told y'all that's a 50-50 game for me. My guy James on them Lake Show. I'll join him on the Lake Show. Put it on my parlay today. I'm gonna go with the Celtics. I'm gonna go with the Celtics laying the 3 on the Raps. I can't trust the Raps on the road. I just can't do it.
I like it. Which one do we agree on? Memphis.
Let's ride it. Let's do it. Sound good to me. Raps, Memphis, Lake Show. 3-team parlay.
Remember, guys, last Wednesday, 3-0. We hit our parlay.
Talk to him, James. We did hit our parlay last time you was on the show, man.
We did 3-0. We hit all kinds of. I think there was 10 games. I think it was like 7-3, 8-2, something like that. So here we are again, going to go 3-0 again, guys. Free parlay, hammer it, guys. I think it hits.
I think it hit too, man. What you got for sale today over at Pickdawgz?
I got a 3-pack in
baseball earlier today.
Yeah, I come off. I put my write up, guys. If you want to go 3-0 before you get off work, and then this is the package for you. And went 3-0 in the MLB. I got 3 plays in the NBA that I really like. Like I said, I really love this card. I look to go 3-0. So get those plays, guys. Look from the long-term MLB package, guys. I was number 1 last year in MLB. Looking to do it again. I'm plus money in MLB, plus money in NBA. Number 1 right now. The last 7 days in profit. Looking to keep rolling. Or like I say every time on the show, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do by far. Team me up with Jay. Team me up with anybody on the site, guys, and we'll together get a discount, and we'll win some money for you.
Yes, sir. That 2-for-1 capper special, man. One of the best deals in sports handicapping. For me today, I got just 3 plays today. I got 2 in the NBA. I told you I'm not in love with today's card, man. I'm really not. But I got 2 plays that are the right sides, man. For real. Think we cash out on those 2 plays. And I got 1 play in Major League Baseball today. My $25 MLB play of the day. I'm 5-1 on that play to begin the season on the MLB play of the day, man. Had a nice winner yesterday with the Marlins Twins under. They only scored a single run yesterday. So my MLB play still on the board. My My $19 NBA Jam Session plays up there. 7-3-1, last 11 on that play, man. The one was last night. That should have went through with the Sixers, man. That was really frustrating. I feel like I'm still red hot. I feel like I'm 8-3 my last 11, but I'm not. I'm 7-3-1. Got to call it what it is. Sixers don't know how to close out basketball games. We get back on track though tonight on that play, man. We're not gonna lose it. We're not gonna push this time. We're gonna win it. So you scoop it up, $19. My favorite play on the board. Thank you for joining me today, James, man.
I appreciate it, Jay. And I want to give out a home run special that I usually do a lot on drive through. I look for the Blue Jays to step up here, and I like a home run from George Springer here. I think he goes yard against the Zach Yankee. I think they yank one deep off of him. I know it's Granky, but I say Yankee. But anyways, I think they yank one deep off of him, this offense gets back to the offense they was last year. They've struggled here. Coming out the gate here, scoring. But I like the Blue Jays. I like Springer to step up here and hit us a home run for us.
Yes, sir. I ain't mad at it. I think they can get to Granky tonight. We shall see.
I was trying to pull it up, see what it was. I think it's plus 400.
James, if y'all don't know, James be money on them home run props. Yeah, so when James give me a home run prop, my ears pop up. For sure. Thank you for joining me today. Thank everybody in the comments. Let's make some money on a Wednesday. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs, with James. I'm not on the drive-thru tonight. I'll be back tomorrow. Let's see how many games we got tomorrow. We got a nice size card in the NBA. Tomorrow we got 5 games tomorrow. So yeah, be back tomorrow per usual. We're gonna try to smash it. Thank y'all for joining us. We're out of here. Peace.